hear it.
I'm Kate,
And I'm Melissa.
and we're here to give you breaking news.
And we are the Red and White Stripe News Show.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Red and White News Show. News Show. News Show.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, and welcome to the Red and White Stripe News Show, where we give you breaking news on American politics and worldwide issues. Recently in our local spectrum, 3 individuals were convicted of robbery, rape, and assault on Long Beach Boulevard. Dietrich Wells has been sentenced to 548 years, and his accomplices Keisha Gordon and Edward Tyler were also sentenced to multiple life terms, collectively being sentenced to more than a millennium. Tyler was found guilty of forcible rape, sodomy, kidnapping, oral copulation, and assault. The others were found of similar charges. Accounts have been reported of Tyler hitting and kicking a woman in the head. Another account states that Tyler took a naked woman outside and asked a man on the street if he, quote, wanted anything to do with her. Judge Joan Compret-Cassani handled the case.
Horrible. Now we have some exciting breaking news concerning civil rights and civil liberties. Los Angeles Sheriff under fire after report slams deputy behavior in his jails. Sheriff Lee Baca is being accused by the ACLU of condoning violence and corruption in his jail network, whose deputies oversee about 15,000 inmates. Lee Baca says he welcomes the criticism from the ACLU, but has no intention of stepping down like the ACLU demanded. In one case, an inmate at the downtown men's central jail said deputies accused him of stealing mail, then punched him, breaking an eye socket, and marched him naked to a cell occupied by 2 gang members. While he was continuously raped, deputies ignored the man's cries for help. Isn't that horrible?
Definitely.
The ACLU called for Baca's resignation while releasing a 22-page report that referenced 70 sworn statements. The FBI is now investigating deputy conduct at county jails.
Excuse me. Barack Obama's domestic policy on income tax has been raised. President Obama understands that his last income tax brackets have affected a large amount of middle-income Americans, such as firefighters and school teachers. His new plan is called the Buffett Rule, which alludes to Warren Buffett, a billionaire who complained about the last tax brackets on wealthy Americans. This new Buffett Rule will also propose changes to Medicare and Medicaid.
And now for some news in our nation's foreign policy. GOP should pay attention to Gary Johnson's stand. GOP.
No, it's GOP.
GOP, are you sure? What does that even stand for?
The Grand Old Party.
Oh, so like the Republicans.
Exactly.
Ah. So the GOP should pay attention to Gary Johnson's stance on Cuba. Well, we all watch the Republican debates here, but can you believe that Gary Johnson asked at the debate how he feels about charter flights being resumed between Fort Lauderdale and Havana, Cuba? Johnson answered as such. With regards to flight to Cuba, you know, I'm in favor, I think, of the whole notion that trade promotes friendship as opposed to not. So I would be inclined to looking at establishing or supporting those kinds of flights. Well, I don't know how we should feel about that, Melissa. Do you?
I think it might be good for our economy.
Oh, no!
And now we go to London for some breaking news with Kate Redford. We go across the nation, across the Atlantic Ocean.
Hello, governors. 6 injured in Islamabad hotel blast. 6 people, including a woman, sustained injuries when a blast ripped through the 4th floor of hotel building in Blue area here on Thursday, police sources say. Rescue and emergency services have reached the site of the blast, which is located only a few minutes' drive from the Prime Minister House, where all parties' conference is underway. The APC is being attended by the main political as well as military leadership to discuss the situation arising out of the allegation leveled by the U.S. The window panes of the surrounding building were shattered as a result of the blast, which, according to initial reports, appears to be of low intensity. Thank goodness. IG Islamabad, while talking to media during his visit to the spot of the incident, said the blast seemed to have been caused by a leakage of gas.
Back in the US of A. Here we go. Thanks, Kate, for those few words from London.
It was really marvelous.
As you know, even after all these years, it always goes back to the Constitution. In Plano, Texas, 2 students were barred from distributing religious-related candy canes and pencils. The courts ruled that under freedom of speech as declared in the Bill of Rights, all students should be protected from viewpoint discrimination against private, non-disruptive, and student-to-student speech.
I think that's taking it a little far.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you back tomorrow for another programming of the Red and White Stripe News Show. Cheerio.
USA, bang your head to this, come on, USA, bang your head to this.
So are you gonna look at me and smile or what?